So we are going to be adding some things to the Skull Store.
Yeah,
so
we are.
Let's see. We'll bring up Ri-Fi's
Got a
computer.
few things set up right here. The biggest one that I've seen a lot of, and one that, again, I'm very excited for right here, is that red Scrubs outfit. That's yeah. No, I've been saving up some skulls for that.
And that's like an entire outfit
that
too.
That is the full outfit.
It's the full outfit.
You get all 3 pieces for the price. Some of these Skull Store prices are still going to fluctuate and vary as we get them on to test, as we continue to crunch the numbers, things like that. But as you'll see when all this goes to test, you guys can check it out for yourselves.
Yep.
But we've got some cool new items in there, and in the future we're going to be rolling out items from the Skull Store as we add new ones in.
Yes.
But we'll make sure we let you guys know when those things are going to happen, so that you can get in there and get those items.
There we go. Oh, hello. Okay, so current scoring in H1Z1 has been designed to drive players to literally insanity. Because every game has to be the perfect game, and unless it's a 30 bomb, it doesn't matter. So, honestly, that sucks. I mean, there's just no other way to call it, right? It's terrible for long-term engagement, and it's just not good for your player base, because like we looked at the data of like average ranking for a lot of our amazing players. The average place they finish is 74th,
right? Which
tells us that they're literally going in and just grinding themselves to a pulp.
And what you're looking at here is a mock-up.
This is just a mock-up.
Yeah.
The values aren't final. This is literally a mock-up, so I can kind of talk to it and give you guys some insight on what you're seeing.
Yeah, and some of the text on here is
that 33
at removing a lot of the RNG from the game. The spawn system is still essentially completely RNG, especially when it comes down to competitive. You're not really sure what's going on. So what we're looking at, now there's some big changes here, so bear with me, is the ability, one, to pick your spawn location in the map from the Box of Destiny. As players pick and select different things.
Fort Destiny.
Right.
Thank you, Sarah.
Sorry. In the pit. So as you pick where you're going, other players pick where they're going, you're actually going to get a heat map readout to tell you where everybody's at. So you're going to make more informed decisions.
Right. The darker the color, the more people are going to that location.
Yep. And then as you just saw the little key kind of kick out there on the map as well, just to kind of give people more information. And then the thing that we are going to be A/B testing with this system once it hits test is if we show the first ring at spawn select or not. So when we're still figuring out all the details, but you shouldn't just play H1 and attempt just to win a game. You should be rewarded for your time spent, even if you don't get the win. So So we're going to be bringing that stuff back finally.
And as Ri-Fi's showing off here, this crate has an enormous amount of items in it. So you have a chance at getting a lot of really cool stuff. But yeah, like Tony said, match rewards are coming back to H1Z1, and some of these things, we're going to keep an eye on and tune and adjust as necessary, like the skull payouts. And first place, gets the crate. Yeah. So it's that's an exciting bit of news.
Yeah, it'd be good.
There's so many items for this crate.
And as time goes on, we'll continue to add. To it.
Yeah.
So there's definitely.
We'll add to it, and we'll.
There's a lot of stuff in there, man.
There's a lot of stuff. All right, perfect. So if you guys want to try and jump into a solos match,
yeah, let's do that.
We have.
That's.
There you go.
Repeat.
There we go.
Yep. All right, so COD rushing has been a problem in H1 for quite a while, so we wanted to add a very small combat roll. This is just the animation frames from it, so timing is still being worked on and all that kind of fun stuff, but this is to stop people from just popping out and COD rushing you. So we have different anims for different seats, so this is the obviously one of the side seats. I'm going to come around the corner and surprise you, right? So same goes for the AK. This has so many numbers. Slight increase to, I believe it's horizontal recoil growth, so it starts to kind of go out on a horizontal plane a little bit more to combat the spam a little bit, and then the vertical and the horizontal.
Yeah, as you're doing this,
I'm pulling down.
You're pulling down.
has, what do you call it, been brought down just a little bit because it was really ridiculous before. So we're going to see how these feel. But what we did, like for the AR, is we massaged the recoil reset delay and the recoil acceleration values a little bit, just to make it so that it feels smoother. It doesn't feel as clunky as people were kind of saying. But again, it's not the timing; it's the feel of the weapon.
Right.
So we're eager to see how this went. We've been play testing it a ton, and it does feel a lot better to kind of use the gun. It doesn't feel clunky like it does on live because it doesn't feel like it's hanging. But again, from a muscle memory standpoint, it's the same. And then if you spray it, there isn't as much of the horizontal. It's still there because obviously you don't want spraying. But if there's someone up on you, you can get a few shots in them if they. So now the caveat to this, guys, is one, we're still working on the bailout segment of the animation. We're still working on the roll to stand up. As we mentioned at the beginning of this outbreak, this stuff is coming in about as hot as possible. And so we're still working on this, so this is work in progress.
Yeah, think of it more of a proof of concept.
Exactly. Boop, and then he stands up and he's kind of good to go. So as you can see on his end, or on my end, it's still very, very quick. But in the event that I don't potato with the shotgun, if he's coming right at me.
The voice of God, Sarah Flanagan, everybody.
Come in.
I'm seeing a couple people asking about the participant AR being animated or requesting that the participant AR being animated. Well, we have heard your requests, and that will indeed be the case. We will be animating the participant AR for the showdown. However, when it first goes in the game, it'll look like it does now, and we will be animating it for you